I'm going to go ahead with the actual normal training. And we're going through a complete workflow of anywhere from your membership having a URL or a link that you share down to what we call the advocate, which is the sales page and the opt-in process, as well as the main content or members area and the Facebook group. Today, we're focusing on the main content. It's continued because we started talking about it last week. But today, I'm going to tell you what you can do in the main content other than the simple. Some people choose to simply say, hey, great, you've signed up. Join us in the group, as you see here on the right. And that's fine if that's all you need, if it'll make sense. But I wanted to just spend a little bit of today, added an extra day to this training, just because I want to talk about what you can do with this main content or members area. That's more than simply, hey, follow us to the Facebook group. For those of you who may need it, if you want to keep things simple and you're not sure what to do with this yet, this is not mandatory, but it's just something some people do to take advantage of the system, because we do have a ton of stuff here with 22 Social. And you could do this with other systems as well. So if you're using that, it's what I'm going to talk about makes sense. So in the main content, some people put in complete courses right in the main area. They have modules with each course. They have video galleries with each course. They have different resources. You can do live streaming using YouTube Live. So for those of you who say, you know what, I don't want to use the Facebook group, I want to keep my content somewhere else, you can totally do this in this content area. Like I said, you could break up a main course with modules. You can live stream using YouTube Live. So that's possible as well. So that's an option. You don't really need the group, but this can be in addition to the group. And this is where, in fact, I was on the phone today with someone who asked specifically about this. If let's say you already have a group that you have, 200 members in it, and you want to convert it to a paid program, but you want to grandfather the members. However, you want to create this really cool course and you only want the people who've paid to have access. Well, then guess what? Then you could put the course not in the group, but in the main content or this members area inside 22 Social, and only people who have paid for it will actually get the course. Everybody who you've grandfathered into the group is not going to get it. So that's one way to actually give people who've already in your Facebook group a little bonus or grandfather them in without giving them everything, because they're not really paid customers. So that's one way to do that. So you could do all of this right inside the members area. You could also do drip content. So those modules I talked about in the previous point, you could say, hey, you know what? I don't want them getting everything the first month, because maybe I'm doing a trial offer. Maybe I'm telling them, hey, $1 for the first month and then $30 a month thereafter. And so I don't want them getting anything. So I'm drip the content and say, hey, you're going to get my second half of the course month 2, which makes sense. I mean, they probably can't consume the entire course or really put it to use in 1 month anyway. So it makes sense. Or if you simply want to say, you know what, I want them to get 1 module a week because I know that's what makes sense, and I don't want them getting overwhelmed, we can drip content. Each one of the areas in the main content page, you can say, hey, I don't want this to unlock until they've been here for at least a week, 7 days, 30 days, 60 days. So you could definitely control that. That's another way, something you cannot do with the group. So for that type of use, you could definitely use this area here. Referral incentives. So definitely here, it's one way to encourage people to refer to your membership. You could say a sweepstakes. They've already paid, so you're off the hook in terms of getting in trouble for selling lotto tickets. So they've already paid. You can actually say, hey, by the way, I didn't tell you before, but I actually have winners that I announce once a week for prizes and different things. And you can get more chances to win if you refer some friends, or you'll get a bonus content course that can unlock in here once you've referred, 2 or 3 people, or a bonus session if you do coaching, or maybe a free membership. So you could say, hey, look, if you refer 5 or 10 members, I'll give you my membership for life. You've done enough to earn it, kind of thing. So that's just some of the things that can be done with the main content. I mean, and really imagination is the limit, but those are some of the most popular ways to do it. I would say at least the last one, definitely do that. That's a place to talk about referrals once they've paid. So you can handle it there, and the system will track all the referrals for you for sweepstakes, for unlocking content areas once they refer enough people for that bonus content. We handle all that through areas that we can unlock.